George Dale, running for re-election for Commissioner of Insurance, and I don't intend to blame anything on my predecessor. For several years, I've, along with some of my buddies every Friday night, sat in the same section at Clinton High School football games. We have second-guessed at least 8 or 9 coaches. We knew all the right plays to run, and we discussed what he should have done. He should have passed instead of run. He should have run and should have passed. But we didn't know that the guard had a sprained ankle. We didn't know that the center couldn't block the linebacker. But we had all kind of answers. A lot of people who want to be insurance commissioner got a lot of answers, but they never have been there. Many of you have served in public office. Many of you have run for re-election. And you know your opponents who never have been in your office pretty well got most of the answers. So that's what we deal with. I can do this job. I can be Commissioner of Insurance. In 1988, when it was realized that we had some people that lived as much as 20 miles from the nearest fire station, and their fire insurance rates were high, we worked together and came up with a fire protection program that today every Mississippian lives within 5 miles of a fire station. Just yesterday, I hosted a fire summit in Cleveland at Del State University. We've gone from 177 fire deaths in Mississippi 15 years ago, reduced it to about 80 per year. But yet from January 1 of this year through April 30th of this year, we had 28 fire deaths. We brought in experts from all over the country yesterday and had a very successful fire summit on attempting to reduce fire deaths in our state. I can do this job. In 1992, when USF&G announced that they were pulling out of the state as far as writing workers' compensation, businesses didn't know whether they were going to get workers' comp. We worked with the governor and legislature revising the workers' comp system. Today, we don't have that problem. We have ample companies writing workers' compensation insurance. I can do this job. In 1995, when the medical malpractice and our doctors couldn't get medical malpractice insurance because of the lawsuits, whenever we had young doctors graduating from a medical school and going out of state because they couldn't come back here because they couldn't get medical liability insurance, we worked with some folks to get the system changed. For the last 2 years, Macron, the insurance company that writes 70% of our doctors, has given 10% rate increases both years and has paid a discount, a rebate to their doctors that are involved in the program. I can do this job. In 2005, the biggest natural disaster that hit the United States of America hit our Gulf Coast. And you would think, if you watch TV and hear people say there hadn't been a single claim paid or nothing done on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, $11.9 billion has been paid out in claims. $8.2 billion of that has been paid out on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. We implemented a mediation program through our office where 83% of those people who've gone to our mediation program have settled their claim and did not have to pay a dime to a lawyer, in spite of what the world's richest tobacco lawyers say that mediation works. And we've been a part of getting a number of claims paid on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. I can do this job. I hope you'll consider voting for George Dale again for Commissioner of Insurance in August the 7th. Thank you so much.